So I wanted to make even quicker, more detailed, man. Now that I'm out here doing it, I went to squirt on some of my shit, and all of them were clogged, so deep clean time. So anyway, man, like that little head right there, dude, right after I pull it out of my thinner, man, I'll take this little bread tie, man, that I got stripped, and I'll ream it real lightly around the inside, because after a couple sprains, man, the inside of these fuckers, they get cake on them, you know. The powdered coating dries on there every time. I used to even keep lacquer thinner in one bottle to squirt out my brushes, even when I was using water-based t-shirts, because I knew it would blow a little more of that cake out of there, you know, and then go back to flooding my gun with water. And I always try and like hit the trigger and leave water in my gun, man, so water sucked up all the way through that shit. Let off of it, you know, and go hang my gun up when I'm done with color and everything. But like I say, man, I did it about 5 times with this wire, man, and I'm still getting, every time my wire comes through, even if I use my little brush, like the little one, and you don't want to ream it through there too hard, but better off I use, where'd it go? I got a little piece of wire here, man. That's what I was running through, that little, the number 1 head. But every time I run it through there and scrape the sides a little bit, and I kind of work it around in there, man, every time I run it through there, I get a white cake come out of that thing. So that's how I clean that. And even as you're spraying, man, these little heads, that's probably got a cake right there. I don't know if you can see it, because I'm fucking my light up, but on the inside of these heads, right around the inside of the dome, as you're spraying, man, they'll build up a cake on there too. As I'm spraying, man, I got a toothbrush and water nearby. I told you I always get my tip dry, and I'll clean that head real good. Sometimes I keep a bottle of lacquer thinner around, even doing t-shirts, water-based, so I can dip my toothbrush in there, man, and clean that perfect and get it back to silver and chrome. The minute you start spraying, man, you get tip dry. It starts building up in there on the very tip of that and your needle. So I keep it brushed by, man, to keep that clean. Tip dry will build up. You get a big booger hanging there. You don't know it in your middle of the shirt, man. It'll blast. It'll blow your whole fucking piece. You'll be trying to make something to cover it up. And also, man, when I just pulled, I had this full of lacquer thinner, man. I just pulled my parts out here a minute ago. It's real important. I was talking about, man, I keep one of them wires close inside this head here. From both sides, you'll see 5 holes in there, man. Around the big hole, you can't see them in the camera probably. But those 5 tiny fucking holes in there, man, I ream through them real quick, man. While I do it real quick when I pull shit out one at a time, so it's wet while I'm cleaning it, you know. And I keep one of my air brushes on so I can blow it out with some air to blow the particles out of there. And also, there's 3 holes in the top of this that I run a wire through, all the way the back, man. When I'm cleaning, blow them out, and then I take one of my brushes and I ream all the way through there. That thing will get built up with paint, man, caked up. So, you know, I run those brushes through there wet, dip it into the brush and some thinner, man, ream that out and have some air, man, so you can blow that out, you know. And that's the piece I try and not soak in it. Fuck, I just dropped my trigger out of the hole. That's the 3rd time I put it in 5 minutes, man. Blind. So I try and not dip that part in the fucking thinner, man, because there's an O-ring on the end of that little metal shaft in there. And then, you probably can't see it, but they get caked up real bad in there too, man. It's good to try and clean. It's hard to get some of that shit out of there. But anyways, man, that's a little better detail about cleaning the Pache, bro. I'm out here doing 3 of them. I come out here to spray, man, and fucking none of them work but one. And I want more than one color. And you get the idea, man. Oops. But camera right. Didn't see that, did you? Later, bro, man. I hope that helped you a little bit, man.